Welcome, everybody. Hopefully things are going well for you. So I just wanted to make a weekly announcement here. One thing I want to mention is that if you go to section 03 on Blackboard, I have uploaded under course content lecture slides. Generally, I haven't, for online courses, I haven't put the lecture slides up because people, for the most part, use the videos. But I wanted to give you that access to those anyways. These are essentially Word documents that you can open up, and they are lecture slides for each of the chapters. So I've put up 14 through 19 there, so you have access to those. Again, that's under course content. Okay. Um, what I would say is hopefully things are going well. Keep in mind that the 21st is the due date for much of the ALEKS work, right? So you have some ALEKS work that's coming up due. So let's go ahead and bring that up here. Let's take a look at some of the aspects of that, right? So let me bring up some of our due dates here. Okay. Um, so actually let's take a look. I'm sorry, right here. So the chapter 14 kinetics is due March 24th. I'm sorry, I thought it was due March 21st. I was going to give you the wrong date on that. So March 24th is when the homework assignment for chapter 14 is due. Hopefully you've been working on those. Keep in mind that some of those problems on ALEKS are really challenging. They're very long, and you can read through the explanations in ALEKS and you can watch videos, but it's a lot of work there, so be careful with that. So anyways, that's due March 24th. So it's coming up due in essentially a little bit under a week. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the first exam is due the same time. So that's going to be due March 24th as well. Okay, at midnight. So in terms of the exams, just a reminder, the exams are set up just to cover the same kind of material you're doing in the homework. They're relatively short. You really only have to do 5 or 6 questions, but you don't have a whole lot of time to do them. Okay. So my advice for you for practicing for the exam is just keep doing the ALEKS homework problems. Even after you've done them, you can just keep practicing them so that you can work on them and get good at them. Okay. When you do take the exam, I do recommend you have a calculator, have a pencil and paper next to you so that um, you can look at that stuff or use those tools as you go through the problems. It's mainly very similar problems to what you're doing in the homework. Okay. The exams are a little bit lower stakes. I'm not, people are not going to fail the class because they didn't do so well on the exams. So if you look at the breakdown of the grades, the exams are not a huge percentage. They essentially give you a bonus if you do really well. Um, you're really practicing hard, you'll do okay on the exams, you'll do well. So it gives you kind of a bonus in terms of the overall grade. Um, I'll talk a little bit more about the exam after the first one is done, and I've looked through them to see. I will look through those exams to see how people did on them. Okay. I also want to point out this is, of course, I'm looking at the syllabus, which is in course documents, course content. As you finish, some of you will finish chapter 14. Many people finish chapter 14 early. As you finish that, you'll be working on chapter 15, right? So here's chapter 15. These are YouTube video links to that. And, you'll just keep on going through the course, right? So 14, 15, 16, essentially every 2 weeks, you'll have a chapter that's due. So it's, a lot of stuff you're doing in here, right? This is a 6-hour course, so you do get a lot of assignments. You have the homework assignments due every 2 weeks. You have the exams due every 2 weeks, and then you have a virtual lab done every week. Okay. A couple people have reached out to me about this sort of written laboratory report. I put in the previous announcement that I'm going to put that off a bit. And I will get back to you on that. But for right now, I want you to be focusing on the virtual labs. If you have extra time, feel free to go ahead and do an extra virtual lab, do them early. There's no penalty for doing them early. If you knock them out, you can essentially say, I'm done with that, and then that saves you time later on in the semester when all of your other courses start getting busier as well. Okay. So again, reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope things are going well. But I keep kind of hitting on this. You got to kind of keep consistent with this. You're doing the homework, you're getting ready for the exam, and then you're doing the virtual labs. Those are the three main things that you're going to be doing through here. So take care.